want to show everyone a few stretching exercises that we usually do for cool downs, except I'll be explaining a little bit further, and you guys can follow along and do some stretches as a cool down or as a warm up. Obviously, as some of you guys may know, when you do a warm up, you want to do more of an active stretch, so you want to keep your body moving and try to lubricate your joints. Whereas after your workout, you want to do a static stretch, which is basically you're not really actively moving while you're stretching. So for active stretching, before a workout, we'll start with our shoulder rolls. I think it's very important that we warm up our shoulders, because we have to make sure that this part, is warmed up and it won't be injured. So our first one, we can just do front shoulder rolls, right? To do this, you want to make sure that you do this for about 20 to 30 seconds, right? Do it slowly and controlled, right? Make sure you're sitting upright. Okay. You want to do this for about 20 to 30 seconds, and a very important one is also go backwards, right? To go backwards. The reason why we go backwards is because going backwards is going to open up your chest and make you have a better posture and have your shoulder also lock in place. That's important because every exercise that we do, you must have your shoulder locked in place to do any sort of pulling, pushing, right? If your shoulders are like this, it will be a lot harder. So you want to roll back, open up your shoulders, open up your chest, right? That's for the shoulders. You can also do another warm up, which is you can take a dowel, like just this is that pull down bar. But so basically, you take your dowel, right? Slowly, you can work your way from a closer grip, right? This is the hardest one. You want to go all the way up, right? Sometimes it's really hard to have that mobility, right? When you're gripping it closer, right? So you can just do this at your own pace. Try to get it as high as you can without raising your shoulders, right? And this way you can work on your mobility, hold it for a few seconds, and come back down. An easier one would just be gripping it wider, gripping your dowel wider. This way it will be a lot easier. As you see, I have way more range of motion if I grip it wider. Okay? So I'll do these for a few times just to activate our shoulders as well. And keep in mind, chest out, shoulders down, right? And I think those are two very important ones for the shoulder. As a static stretch for the shoulder, right? As you guys have seen, we've done something like this where, right, you're gonna do this, or you're gonna hold onto something, right? And really pull on that, pull a little bit towards this side so that you feel it in your shoulder, right? And you'll hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds, right? And then you can switch to the other side and do it that way. As a static stretch for the shoulders. Another one we want to do very important is our wrist, right? For our wrist, we want to make sure that we do some wrist circles before our any of our boxing or exercise and stuff like that, because our wrist can get really injured sometimes, especially when we do boxing or heavy exercises, and the wrist is actually really hard to heal because you're using it every day. Okay, so wrist circles as an active warm-up, right? You can also do our forearm stretches like this, right? The one's facing up and the one's facing down for both arms. I would suggest that you can do that for before or after, but I would suggest that maybe for after as a static stretch, right? You want to work on your wrist, right? You can also do a few of these, right? Just forcefully close as a fist, and then also open up your hand. Okay. This is an active stretch as well, and it really helps with your forearms and your hands and your grip strength. Right? You can also grab like a ball. So you have a ball here, and do the same thing, right? You're gonna one at a time. Just squeeze and let go. Squeeze, hold, and let go. This works on your forearm strength and your grip as well. Okay. For the chest as an active stretch, I usually recommend doing your arms like this, because this is shoulders and a little bit of your chest. Okay. Do this for 20 to 30 seconds. Another one I really like is, okay, I don't know, I call these huggers or hugs, but just basically go like this, because you open up your chest as well. Like that. Alright, that's another active stretch. A static stretch for the chest, right? We've done it before, is just simply grab onto something, right? You're sitting straight forward, and you want to turn this way, turn. I feel that stretch right there, right? So this is a stretch for your shoulders. That's very good. Stretch for your chest. It's very good for your chest. Okay, and then hold it for 20-30 seconds, and then you would do the other side. That's a static stretch for the shoulders. For the chest. And another one we can do is our back. So for the back, we can do our lats, which is the side, and you can basically kind of pull into your chair and reach over like this, right? If you have some more mobility, you can try to lean over and grab onto something, right? And really try to push your torso out this way, right? If it's like this, I'm not really feeling much, so make sure you're pushing your body this way and you're feeling the stretch here for 20-30 seconds. And then you will switch to the other side. All right? Another one I like to do for the back as a static stretch is to just grip onto something, and if you're able to, right? So you just pull back like this. If you're able to, you'll feel the stretch all along here and the back as well. So you'll hold that for 20-30 seconds. All right? And for our biceps, right? Our biceps are actually, if you guys are wondering, our biceps actually can be stretched by doing this as well, because it's you'll feel it in your forearms and also a little bit of the biceps. For our triceps, right? We do something like this, right? Where as a static stretch, we hold it for 20-30 seconds, and you feel it all along here. Right? And then we'll do 20-30 seconds on the other side. Yeah. So these are a few basic, simple stretches. For those of you who haven't joined our classes or anything like that, I think this is very educational for you guys to do it every day at home. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And thank you. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.